Give me the toy. Give me the toy. Come here. Come here. I want it. Hey, where you going? Come back over here. Huh? Oh, you dropped it. I'm going to get it. Come here. Huh? I got to ask you a question. Huh? If the Panthers are going to win, just give me one bark. Hey, Fluffy, I'm asking you a question. Don't take your toy and run with it. He's terrible at predicting the games, by the way. Uh-oh. We got something going on here. Here we go. No, don't jump on him. Now you're going to hurt him. Huh? She jumps on him, and then he flops on his back. And if you see the video in the Let's Go Panther song, he's done that one too many times in his almost 10 years. And when he does it now, sometimes he pinches a nerve in his neck, and then he can't walk up the stairs, and I got to sleep downstairs for 2 months. All right. Just give me a smile if we're winning. Perfect.
You ready? Here we go. It did it. I don't believe it.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go. Go.
All right, Panther fans, hockey fans, Bruins fans, all of the fans, here we go. Now, it's always interesting for me because by the time you're watching this, the result obviously has already happened, and I'm giving all of my pregame, and it's just like sometimes it looks good and sometimes... All right, so Swayman. Now look, that I'm not going to be critical. I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be sad. I will say two things. Number one, my Game 1 opening day intro was of the game in November when the Panthers got 4 on Swayman. Now, in terms of what it's going to mean on the ice for Boston, one of two storylines is likely to play out. Either the guy comes off the bench and saves the season, or he comes off the bench and he was rusty early and it costs the Bruins possibly the game in the series. Either way, you know, we're sticking with Bubba, and I wanted to make sure today I just sat down, I relaxed, I took it easy, I didn't want to do anything extra. I feel good. Now, I'm going to tell you what my prediction is. And the game has already happened. By the time you're watching this, the game has already happened. So either I'm Cocoa Puffs or I'm not, or somewhere in between. Now, I got this idea for the prediction for the game yesterday, and I've been checking in. Are you sure? Yeah. I asked the puppets. They said, go ahead and say it, Jaws. 6-2 Panthers. I know. Now, you already know what the result of the game is, like I said, but I checked in with I asked the puppets, I asked the dogs, I asked the rain outside while it's thundering and lightning, and they all said 6-2 Panthers. So that's what I'm going with, and you're either laughing or crying or hysterically somewhere in between, depending on your fandom right in this moment. In terms of on the ice, we don't know exactly if Boston's made too many changes. There's been rumblings of some changes, but Montgomery didn't want to make any announcements. We're pretty sure that the Panthers are rolling out the same guys. We know we got Bob in net. And I am not going to stand here right now and say, well, no matter what. No, I'm not going there. Not in my mind, not in my brain, not in my heart, not in my gut, not in my soul, nowhere. I want to win this. I want to win this game. I want to win this series, because if you can beat this team, there's no team you can't beat. And you know what that means. Doesn't mean a guarantee of anything. But if we can win this game in Boston, Game 7, against the best regular season team ever, we have something, Florida Panthers. So, all right. How was your night? You've already watched the game. It's crazy. You already know what's happened. So whatever journey I'm about to go on in these intermission segments, I'm going on it alone first, and then you'll go on it with me after I go on it alone. But in the end, I'm going to be happy. Alright, so it's 1-0. It's 1-0 Panthers after one. My chest is tight. I need to relax. E2 Lusteroinen almost made it 2-0, but came about as close as he could. Okay, I'm liking, obviously, what I'm seeing so far. I'm not allowed to praise the goaltender during the game. I think Swayman looks pretty much, I don't think he looks rusty or anything. He's made some nice saves. I'm sure he'd like the 5-hole goal back, but it happens. It happens to everybody. Everybody's had power plays. Everybody's had penalty kills. The Panthers are certainly not giving the Bruins any room. The Bruins started off not giving us any room, but the second half of that first period, if you're a Bruins fan, you have to be a little bit concerned. You get to this point in the series, and you start to realize that the Panthers have a young team. The Bruins not as young, and we're expending all of our energy out there, and right now it's a battle of attrition to the point where wherever that puck goes, there is a Panther chasing it, whether it's on a Panther stick or it's on the Bruins stick. They're just being absolutely relentless. That said, it's only 1-0 after one, and anything can happen, but I would be lying if I said the hope wasn't sky high at this point. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a heart attack. Let's move on to the second period. Alright, so it's 2-1 Panthers after 2. The only thing I'm going to say about the refereeing is apparently anything that the Panthers do to clear the crease is a penalty, and anything that Boston does to clear the crease is not a penalty. That's all I'm going to say about that. When it gets to the point where the TNT announcers say it wasn't, that the last call in Montour shouldn't be called. But okay, we got a $1:15 left to power play to kill at the start of the third. If we can stay out of the box, all right, if that's all that the refs are going to do, if that's it, all right, unless it's something egregious, obviously. I mean, if there's a have to call it thing, but there's way too many calls in this game. And I know you Boston fans will probably disagree with me because they're going your way. That said, 5-on-5, we can win this game. All we have to do is continue to play the way we are playing, and we're going to win this game. That's the bottom line. I'm not going to elongate this. I'm not going to extrapolate on that. You all already know the score. Move on to the third period. Next time you see me, I will be joyful.
We are going to overtime!
All right. So, only thing I have to say is this. The prediction I made before the series was Panthers in Game 7 in triple overtime from Carter Verhaeghe. Now, let's do this. One, two, three, four. We did it. We did it. We did it. Now, I shouldn't be that surprised. Why should I not be that surprised? Well, I'm not going to put the clip in this video to save you all the time. I'm going to have another video out after this where I just show what the final words I said in my series preview, where I didn't get it 100% right, but close enough. I said Panthers in 7. I said Game 7 would be won in triple overtime with a Duke assist, so I didn't get those right, but I called the Carter Verhaeghe in overtime winning in Game 7. That was what I said in my series prediction. So, also in the preview for the season, I said the Panthers were going to win the Cup. So could we all just could we all just hope I'm right? Because, I mean, they say things happen in 3. Anyway, all right, let's move on. I just don't believe what I just saw. I mean, the emotions. The clock is winding down. There's 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Geez, less than half the period left. And then there's 5 minutes left. And Kyle's like, when are we going to pull the goalie? I'm like, I don't want to pull a goalie. And then we pull a goalie. And with a minute left, Brandon Montour, who's had all of the night tonight with the penalties and the goals, Brandon Montour ties the game at 3. And we are going to overtime. And then in overtime, I'm not going to lie, it was dicey. Bob had to make a couple of saves. There was the one save he made. I forget who the shot was. But Bob was just kind of standing there, and the shot just like hit his stick and bounced up. Otherwise, it would have gone into the net. Tkachuk had a breakaway. Didn't really take the time that he should have with that. He went back to the bench, looked at it on the iPad. He wasn't happy about that. But we did exactly what we needed to do, which is stay focused. No matter what. Just play our game, man. Just play our game no matter what. We dominate teams 5-on-5. Like Paul Maurice said in the beginning of the season, when we were losing games, we were still like, our analytics and 5-on-5 and shots was off the charts. It was still good. At least good, if not very good. It just took a while for the rest of this program to kick in. And now, all right, so before I get any further down the road, Boston fans, I feel for you. I do. I genuinely mean that, okay? Because that was us last year. Even though it wasn't the first round, okay? We won the first round and we didn't win another game. So we may as well have been eliminated in the first round because we didn't win any in the second round. So when I say I feel you, where you go into a whole season, we got this. We got this. Look at us. No, we can't be stopped. We can't be. I understand going through a whole season that way and then being eliminated and going, what, how? So I do understand. It was a good series. The refs were the refs, okay? This series was not decided by refereeing, even though there's plenty of complaints I could have, plenty of complaints Bruin fans could have. This sucker was won because the Panthers just don't quit. And because Paul Maurice came in here, had a plan, and no matter how bad it went and no matter how much the noise was around him, including myself, I've owned that plenty of times, but he just said, no, this is the system. This is how it's going to work. And I want these guys playing playoff hockey by the time the playoffs roll around. And that's why we won this series, because Boston hasn't had a tough game, a game that they really had to win since when? Since when before this series? And we were do or die every night for practically 2 months, right? I mean, we lose 4 in a row. It's over. It's over. We lost that 4 in a row. So this series was won in that regard. We were playing playoff hockey. The Bruins were not, in terms of when we got into the series. And we were just more battle-tested. We were just more battle-tested. And I know that sounds crazy because of the players that are on Bruins. And I don't mean more battle-tested over the course of a career, but in terms of as a team this season, Boston obviously had it easy the last 2-3 months, whatever. I mean, easy in the terms of stress and pressure. And those are the things that build strength. This Florida Panther team has enough strength now. We just knocked off the Bruins, okay? I don't want to get any further down the road. We're going to have plenty of talk about the Leafs. It's going to be a really, really tall task. But we'll talk about that tomorrow and in the ensuing days. For now, we're focusing on this game. I don't think I don't think there was really any effect. Swayman looked good, right? He looked good enough, right? You know, that last goal. I mean, it was a shorthanded. It was just perfectly placed shot. It was a perfectly placed shot, just like the Verhaeghe overtime winner. I mean, it was over, like Stu says, in that upper corner, that 6x6 inch spot, and it goes in, and that's it. That's it. We did it, Florida Panther fans. We absolutely have done it. Enjoy this one tonight, all right? Tomorrow, we will count our money up, look at what we've got, and check on the health of the team and see when the second round starts, and everybody go get a massage, take a bubble bath, all right? Take a breath. Everybody take a breath. I don't know when that series is going to start. I'm crossing my fingers for Thursday as opposed to Wednesday, because if there's one thing I can guarantee you is that Leaf fans are at home going, I hope Jaws was right and this goes to triple overtime no matter who's going to win. Okay? I guarantee you Leaf fans are like, let them play. Keep playing. So I'm hoping the game will be Thursday and not Wednesday. I mean, it's Sunday, right? You got to figure the league's going to figure if they give the Panthers a day to travel back, that's Monday, a day off, a day to travel. You got to figure Thursday, right? Wednesday would really be, but who knows? Maybe you guys, maybe it's already been announced and it's Friday. I'll take that too. Tomorrow we got Rangers Devils, Game 7. All right. There were 300 people on the stream tonight. That was almost triple the most that we've ever had. I really appreciate everybody coming out. This isn't over. I don't want to act like we won the cup here. Okay? I've been screaming, I've been yelling, I've been excited, and that's great, and I'm happy, and I couldn't be happier that we're definitely advancing more, all right, than we did last year. But there's more work to do. There's more work to do. Look at the names of the rest of the teams that are in the league. We're right there, Panther fans, okay? This is not last year's team. This is this year's team. And we have a shot at all of the teams that are left. Let's put it that way, all right? Let's just include everybody. All of the teams that are left and are going to be left, they have a legit shot, all right, at the big prize. All of them. There's none of the 8 teams that are left that you go, you know, all of them either have fantastic offense, defense, goaltending. All of the teams that are left are gonna have a shot at this. I suspect you're gonna see more Game 7s. But for tonight, I can't wait to go watch, because I hardly got to see the replay and all of the after the game stuff because we were screaming and yelling and engaging with the chat and everything, and so I didn't get to see. I got to see a little bit of the handshake line, and that's about it. I guess Marchand was crying. I guess those guys were. I get it. I'm not gonna make fun of them. I'm not gonna do it because that was us last year. That was us last year, and I know how that felt. I know how that shock felt, so I'm not gonna make fun of them. I'm not gonna do it. So, all right, we're still live streaming. We might still be live streaming by the time this is up. Stu and I will be back in the morning. I can't believe tomorrow's Monday. I really wish this would have been a Saturday game, because who's going to work tomorrow? I mean, I work from home. I work for myself, but I promised the dogs the river. I got to do the thing with Stu. I got to do the podcast. We had a hell of a weekend on eBay for whatever reason. Everybody's buying stuff for Mother's Day. So Ghost, if you're watching, let's try Tuesday, huh? It's some hip. All right, I'm going to shut up. We did it. We did it. That's one, though. That's one. This is not over. There's more work to do. I'll see you in the morning.